SAP is continuing to illustrate the value of integration. Today, let's focus our integration conversation to emphasize the importance of documentation. That will be key to maintaining a mechanical integrity program. As we log into SAP and select the asset that we will reference in today's example, we can view here all of the master data that is both generated by our assessments and leveraged in future assessments. Then, as we move over to the Documentation tab, we can see all of the relevant documents that are critical to the maintenance of our asset. These documents can be easily accessed and used to inform our future assessments. Highlighting just a few of these documents. First, this corrosion diagram, where we can zoom in on a specific asset and see what the corrosion engineer has assigned to that asset. For example, we can see here that the engineer has assigned 2 mils per year of expected corrosion. Then, looking back in the program and finding the RBI assessment on our asset, selecting the thinning section of the assessment template, we see what could be a potential issue. The corrosion engineer had defined an expected rate of 2 mil per year, but someone has entered it as 5 mils per year. If we make that correction and recalculate, the results could explain why we had an unexpected risk ranking on this particular asset. Another use case may be providing access to important codes and standards. For example, API 571, which provides valuable information about damage mechanisms like H2S cracking, even highlighting the critical factors that we should be monitoring to determine things like susceptibility. Reviewing these factors may help determine if we have the proper damage mechanism assigned in the cracking section of our risk-based assessment. So let's take a look at one more important example of referenceable documentation. This time, let's take a look at the context of systems and grouping. When we think about the typical use cases in this functionality, we're looking at things like systematized and circuitized process flow diagrams, or our corrosion loops, which are simply a grouping of assets with similar degradation, mechanisms, and deterioration rates. So here, we can once again select our asset and master data and navigate to the Documentation tab to choose our systematized PFDs. And then we see how these systems and groups are established and managed in the application. We see that when we select a corrosion loop, we're able to easily navigate to see all of the assets and RBI components that have been included in that loop. We can then drill down into a specific asset or component and from the equipment level to see what corrosion loop system or group that piece of equipment belongs to. So allowing navigation from the asset up or the corrosion loop down. And finally, we see the same concept on the maintenance group. Select a specific group, and then we see all of the assets that are part of that group. We can also see high-level charts and graphs that indicate things like what models we have assigned to our group, or perhaps the age of the assets included in that group. So I hope that this illustrates the added value of making these documents available to the risk analyst within the solution.